Lee Sterling of ParamountSports.com, and today I'm going to break down and tell you all about the season preview 2019-2020 Oregon Ducks. Before I break down and predict this game, just want to let you know what's going on at Paramount Sports. 25 winning seasons. No one hits big games like we do. Over 73% of our 40 to 50 unit biggest plays the last 11 years, 66% the last 2 years on our bread and butter 30 to 35 unit plays. You want to get involved for the season. ParamountSports.com or 800-400-9741. Now, 2019-2020 football season preview, Oregon Ducks. Last year, 9-4. First season for Mario Christobal. What a recruiter this guy is. He is tenacious. He is doing an incredible job recruiting, changing the culture. You know, this is like he's bringing SEC recruiting here to the Pac-12. First time I've ever seen it. And maybe the closest thing to that is certain cases you see the Washington Huskies, but they haven't been able to get over the hump. But doing a great job recruiting and changing that culture. And who's the most important player on the field? Quarterback. I think they have the best quarterback in the country, Justin Herbert. In fact, I think he would have been a top 10 pick last year. And if I was picking, he'd be my guy. I think he's big, strong, accurate, team leader. I think he's going to really shine. And if you just look at stats are very misleading with Justin Herbert. He had 52 drops last year, 13 games. That's incredible. I mean, that's an average of 4 drop passes. We're not talking about balls that guys are diving for and get a hand on. 4 legitimate drops per game. He has a great offensive line returning. 3 4-year starters will be returning. And when you have 3 4th-year seniors on your offensive line, you're going to be in pretty good shape. So expect them to have less than 15 sacks on their quarterback this year. Receivers, they need the receivers to come through. They need tight end Cam McCormick to come back from injury and have a big season. And then also injured wide receiver, redshirt freshman Brian Addison. He needs to come back from injury and be the deep threat. So those guys come through. This could be one of the top 3 or 4 or 5 offenses in the country. And that's saying something because listen to the schedule. They have to play at Washington, at Stanford, at Arizona State, and at USC. And their first game of the season, well, they got to go to Dallas and got to take on the SEC, one of the top teams there, the Auburn Tigers. So 5 extremely tough road or neutral games there. Defensively, a lot of guys, you know, important to teams, and obviously Justin Herbert, everyone will talk about him. But just as important to this team, maybe as their linebacker, Troy Dye. He comes back for his senior year. They also need their defensive line to overachieve. A lot of young guys or guys who have not played a whole lot, might be juniors or seniors, but they can't afford any injuries. They just don't have the depth at defensive line. And their special teams, their kicker and their punter, nothing special, and also new return men. So usually great return men. They have some guys I think will come in and do a good job, but there's an area where they could surprise and they can also be mediocre. So in going over this team, I love the talent. I think that they're the most talented team in the Pac-12. Besides the road schedule, the thing that might hurt them, Mario Cristobal coaching in game. Last year against Stanford, just needed to run the ball 4 times, take as much time, snap it with 1 or 2 seconds to go. They win the game. He didn't do it. He should have someone. He's one of these coaches that needs someone in the box telling him what to do in certain situations. Might cost him a game this or next year. I think they're the most talented team in the Pac-12, but I think they're going to go 9-3 this year. This is Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, predicting 9-3, maybe if everything goes right, 10-2 for the Oregon Ducks. Just too tough a schedule. Just sometimes you got all that talent, things don't come together, injuries happen. So should be a good year for Oregon, but maybe not as great as most people expect. You want to hop on board, get with Paramount Sports and what should be another incredible season, ParamountSports.com. Click on Purchase Picks or call us here at the office, 800-400-9741 and start winning today.